It's Carissa. I'm here because I wanted to show you my final project for the intermediate level web development class that I took. I started it as a HTML project. This is the front page for a Sacramento site providing information, education, and treatment options for mental wellness in our area. The front page is a static page. It just has some links to resources and a little overview. Over on the left-hand side is the navigation, so you can go to the emergency page, which just has a link to Google Maps and a display of like local hospitals that have emergency rooms and phone crisis lines. The systems and treatment page aren't loaded right now. This is using interactive or dynamic forms and things like that. So if you go to the community page, it's mostly an HTML page, but down here there is a comments section where public or admin users can enter comments, and they'll pull to this section down here to display to the public, but unless you're a user, you can't add to the conversation. The discussion page, if you're not logged in, it's going to ask you to log in, but it will show you the recent comments. This is the name of the facility or the resource that it's in regards to, the date that pulls through, the comment, which is recommended, and then who it's by, which is the test user. To return to the main website, this is where you'll be able to log in on the admin page. There's going to be two levels of logins. Administrative user, which requires authentication, and then a public user who can make comments and view comments, but they can't update any records or change the user lists or anything like that. So if you want to create a new user, you can go here. And then if you want to log in because you have a user account, you can go here. The password is masked and you can log in. I'm not going to remember this. So if you're not logged in, then a lot of the pages will say access denied and ask you to go to the login page. If you are logged in, this is the database where the facilities and services are stored. So this is a list of what information is going to pull over from the database, and you can create a new record by going like this. If you're logged in as an admin, you can try to do that, but it's going to validate your entry. So if we type in some random information, it's going to tell us all fields are required. Certain fields have validation for how the format must be, so the phone number and the email address and things like that will have to be validated. Then you can also cancel and just go back to the table. If you add a legitimate record, it'll add it to the table and it'll pull back over here to update. If you want to update a record, you can click on the record ID. It'll pull all the information over already, and then you can add to that and update it. It's going to ask you the same validation questions, and once all the information is correct, it'll allow you to update the new record and add it to the table. If you want to go to the other user information, these are separate tables in the database that store the user info. It's separated between public or admin users. And then if you want, you can log out and it's going to reroute you to there. If you're logged out and you try to go to one of the pages, for example, the list of records, it's going to give you the access denied page again. And it's doing this using a session cookie. Let's try that one more time. Okay, see access denied. So I'm going to log back in again and create a new session so I can show you a couple other things. Log in. So the tables in the database, like for example our list of resources here, also have a search function. So we can stay on the list view, which is what this link does, or we can choose our parameters. For example, begins with. We want to search for any facility name that begins with test. Search, and it's going to give us a list of those. If we wanted to do a new search, we can return to the list view. We can enter contains FA. Anyone that contains FA is going to be returned to us, and then we can also return to the list view here. So this feature is also available in the user database. We can search for an exact match, which is test user search, and I'm not sure why that's not working. Search by last name. So here it's gonna search by last name. And there's our results. So, and then we can also return to the full list here. We're gonna log out and let's see, return to the main website. So our discussion page, we viewed what you see if you're not logged in. So I'm just going to show you really quick, if you're logged in as a user, what options are available to you there to participate in the discussion. So we're going to return to the main website. Turn to the main website. We're still logged in our session. So if we're logged in, it's going to give us a form to choose one of the facilities. This list pulls all the facilities from our resource table, and we can choose one. We can write a comment, and we can submit it. And it's going to post that our comment and tell us what our comment says has been submitted. And then down here, it keeps a list of the comments table. So this is the comment that's just stored in the table right now. If we try to enter a comment without filling out the button, we'll get prompted. This is a JavaScript that that prompts us that we have to fill out the comment before pressing the button. And this section right here that says our comment has been submitted, that's using JavaScript too. The rest of the site is written in HTML and CGI scripts using Perl. These are little elements of JavaScript that we learned, and we were able to plug in different parts of our site. And I think that's about it. So thank you for taking a look. This was my project, and I definitely learned a lot while doing it. So I hope you enjoy watching this video and seeing what it's all about.